Hello, my name is Matt Argo, and this is a tutorial for Heart and Soul, written by Hobie Carmichael on the ukulele. If you haven't heard my rendition of this song, you can click right there to get to the video. There's also a link for that video down in the description below this video. I've also made a chord sheet and tab, and you can download that, and there's a link to that download down in the description below as well. I also use a low G on this song, low G tuning. I wouldn't say it's super crucial to how I play this song. It'll sound fine with this standard reentrant tuning, but just thought I'd let you know that's how I play it, and for how I play it, that's going to be ideal. But anyway, let's get started with the chords. So the first chord is F. Most of this song is only 4 chords. And the first chord is F, and we're going to call this F actually version 2. F V2 is how it'll be written on the chord sheet. Because later on we're going to play the more standard open form of F, but in the first verse we play it like this. After that, we go to D minor, version 2. Then G minor 7, version 2. Then we're going to go to C, and we're just going to call this C because this is the only version of C that I use in this song. Also at the end of the first verse, those are the 4 main chords of the song, of the verse, but at the end of the first verse, I play C7 instead of C. And we'll call this C7 version 2. Up here on the 3rd and 4th frets. In verse 2, we're going to go playing the same chords, but this time more open. Starting with F, just the standard way to play F. From there to D minor, just 1 note different. Then G minor 7. And from there to C7, but this is not going to be the standard C7 like this, with just the first fret on the A string. We're actually going to use all our fingers to play 5th, 4th, and 3rd frets. On the G string, C string, and E string, respectively. Then right before we head into the B section, or the bridge, I play F7. Just like F, but with a added note, a 3rd fret on the C string. And then into the bridge, starting with B flat. From there to A7, we're going to call this A7 version 2. Then D7, then G7, version 2, then back to C7, version 2, which we've learned, F7, version 2, with another added note, this time 3rd fret on the A string with your pinky. From there to E7, and then A7, just regular old A7, the open version. And then also right at the end of the bridge, I play C7, and you can just do this just the old-fashioned way. 1st fret on the A string, and that's it. Then right at the end of the song, at the end of verse 3, right after one of your C7s, you're going to go into F augmented. Not a chord you see every day, but it's really pretty similar to F. You have to change your fingers around a little bit, but there's just 1 note different on the C string, 1st fret. And then into a few more chords that we've already gone over. And then G7, just the standard way to play G7 to C7. And then back into your 4 chord progression. Oh, and I almost forgot, on the second time that I play the bridge or the B section, I actually do B flat. I play B flat, the chord, a little differently, and so we'll call this B flat version 2, but it's just like this. It's exactly the way we play A7 version 2, but it's 1 fret higher. Actually, it's B flat 7, I should say. But anyway, that's the only other chord. As far as the rhythm goes and how I play this with my right hand, for most of the time, for the verses at least, I pick, and it's just like this. Something real simple like that. So basically I'm using my thumb to pick the G string, then the C string, and then I use my index finger and my middle finger to pick the E string and A string together. And then I do 2 different things. I either go back to the C string, pick the C string again, so. Or I go to the G string instead of the C string. And that way I can use that as like a bass line transitioning into the next chord, so. And in the beginning I alternate, as you can see with the first chord. G string, C string, G string, and then C string again. And it's really a matter of preference. But that's the basic pattern of what I play through all the verses. I mean, on the last verse I do a little more strumming kind of worked into that picking pattern, so. And for the most part, that's just kind of doing more of a down strum on that third note, where usually you're just picking the E string and A strings together. You're doing more of a strum. But anyway, it doesn't really matter that much if you do that. You can just do this pattern the whole song and it's going to sound great. Now, when you get to the B section or the bridge, the way I play that is basically just even down strums on the beat. So real simple. So that's pretty much the majority of the song. That's the chords and how I play them. But I also play in my cover of the song an instrumental section. It's basically verse 1 and verse 2, and I play the melody, and then also do a little bit of improvising. But I tabbed that out, and you can get that in the tab that's linked to down in the description below. But I thought I'd go through it, I mean, just play through it slowly, and maybe that hopefully would be a helpful practice tool. So anyway, here it is. So that's it. That's the song. Hopefully this was helpful to you. at least the tab / chord sheet, mostly chord sheet. And don't forget to download that. The link's in the description below to get to the PDF, and then you can click on the download button up on the top. You know, if you want to go back and watch this song at full speed, hear my original cover of it, again, you can click right there to get to that video, and there's still a link down in the description for that as well. So if you like this and if it was helpful, subscribe, or consider subscribing for more videos like this, more covers, more tutorials, and other stuff. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.